Hi guys, good afternoon. How you doing? So it's been a long time since I posted my last video. And it was about what the video in Sapa, I guess. I didn't remember that. Um, so I just to make this video to give you some updates about my life, how it's going on, and um, and just to see how things are going. I'm going not that bad actually. I just quit another job. It's like I'm doing like a connection of jobs that I quit over the years, but it's not that way actually. Uh, and I don't know if I told you that in the first video maybe, but I was working remotely, a remote job, and I was working in sales basically. I had this like three companies I was working with. The one was sales of marketing services such as websites and social media for companies such as restaurants and bars and other kind of like local activities. The second one was kind of like sale, but it wasn't sales actually, but it was I, wa- I, wa- I was I don't think I remember the name, but I was like basically looking for clients for the company. And then another one was sales as well. And I couldn't just I couldn't do it with three, company that I was working with, because I think it's better to do one things and do it at your best. You do it properly. But I decided then to quit the all the three jobs because I didn't like it. Really, I didn't like it. It was not that it was tough, but I didn't like the job. And I decided to. I don't really get why, but I decided to go for another job as not sale, but always like um, kind of like sales. They were getting like this was there was a gym, so they will sell like a gym um monthly like not subscription, but it was this like course. Okay, it was 1 month course, 3 months course, or a 6 months course. And they were getting like customer from the marketing, from the ads, paid ads. And I was the one who was calling them to actually accept a consultation to get them to um, uh, basically if they were motivated to move forward with this kind of like um, course. Okay, so I would get them to like basically find out what were their problems, what their problems were, and see how motivated they were to move forward, and then get them to an appointment with a with the sales teams. And that lasted pretty like it lasted like 3 weeks because I got bored about the job. It was boring, and didn't have a lot of patience for that. And I was talking about, it was always, I don't know, the same. It was about 2 or 3 hours a day, not that much, but I get really bored with the job because it was the same things over and over again all day. And I decided to quit, and I don't know why as well, but I decided to just go for the food sector. I decided that I wanted to work in a restaurant. I was like doing making a barbecue here in my terrace. And um, and I just called my my brother-in-law, and he works in a restaurant. And I told him that you know what, I want to work in the restaurant, and become a chef. Um, but then and then he told me, you know, you have to do this, because I thought that I have to follow, you know, a course first of all, and to study and then go to the restaurant. He told me it's actually the other way around. You have to go to the restaurant, see if you like it, and because it's never done any course about food, how to be, not so how to be a chef. So I just started working in a restaurant, I guess, and then I live close to the beach. Um, um, and then he told me that, you know what, I'm gonna ask the chef at my restaurant to just talk to you and see, um, you know, if you like it, you can do a 1 week um, trial proof. But if you like it and if you want to continue, you can do that. But he postponed, the chef, he postponed like twice, and in the meanwhile I just contacted the chef of the another restaurant close to where I live, and I got surprised because he answered to my message. I messaged him on Instagram, and I was surprised when he responded to my message, because I don't know, it was something strange to do. They just won about 3-4 weeks ago the first Michelin star, and I told him, you know, I have this passion for food, and I always cook my at home, and but I've never worked in a kitchen, so I would like to start, and I would like to talk to you, get some advice. And he told me, hey, you know what, yeah, just come to the restaurant and let's talk, let's meet up. And we met up finally, and I really liked the way um, it was giving me advice. You know, I didn't start as a chef. It was like studying, and then I started working like not in a restaurant, but maybe in a pub. And I really liked him. The way he was making me feel, the way he talked to me, and then he let me introduce me to his whole team. And I was surprised because they were all young. I was the oldest. Well, I'm 27 right now. They were like 20. There was another guy from who was 27. Then other guys were 22, 23. And I was surprised because, I mean, it's a Michelin star. I expected to meet with old guys, but they were all younger than me, way younger than me. And I really liked it, and it was like to change my mind, to not go for this industry, uh, because it was for him, it was tough, you know, to get to a certain level. It is tough, like it is in any job. And I told him, you know what, I want to start, and he told me, you know, think about it. And the next day I told him, you know what, I want to come to a restaurant. I want to learn. I want to be a chef. I want to learn. And then I started, and you know, I just started doing the basic things, like the basic things. I mean, the first thing he taught me, you know, there has to be in your station, you have to be order, and you have to clean everything. Okay, so that is the first thing. Um, but I was doing the basic thing, and he told me that you are gonna be in the station of cutting the bread. Okay, so when when there is the bread, when people ask for the bread, you have to cut it this way, that way, and you have to prepare your station. You have to be order, you have to be clean. So and I didn't mind. Everybody was trying to change my mind about staying in a restaurant, but I liked it. At first, I liked it, and I started on December 4th. It was a Thursday, and I ended unfortunately my experience in the restaurant. Today is what? Today is Sunday. I finished it on Thursday, so it lasted like 3 weeks, just like the previous job that I quit. And I liked that first, and I got to experience what it was like to work in a professional kitchen. Like I said, they just won the first Michelin star, and it was really professional kitchen. Everybody has to be fast, everybody has to be precise, very disciplined, and it has to be a station. Every station has to be clean. Everything has to prepare in a certain way. And then I don't know. There was more than once where just the chef got upset because there were mistakes. There were people were made huge mistakes. I made huge mistakes. I've never worked in a kitchen, so it's like it's normal. But then I didn't like the environment. It's the first time that happens in my life where I just said, you know what, I don't like the job, even though I may have hated, the boss in the company, because it happens to everyone, I guess. Everybody hates their bosses, and but that's okay. But it's not about the boss, but it was about the job. And this is the first time where I say, I don't. It's not about the job, because I could have continued, but it's more like the environment. I don't like the environment. Everybody was. I was everybody was very speeding up their preparation, everything they had to do, and I was the the lowest person in the kitchen. Everybody was telling me things. All right, hurry up, do that. We have to do it this way. You have to clean up. Look at this mess you're making. And I don't know. I many mistakes, and that's okay. I think it's normal. If it's part of every journey. But I don't know. There was this like I didn't like the environment. It was so brutal. There is that kind of pressure, and I didn't felt the pressure, but you can see it in other people, and also the chef wasn't that nice. He got upset a few times, screams and shouts, and it's like I was throwing things, and I didn't like that. And plus, it was sometimes telling me things that I don't know why he told me that, and it's like it was telling me that you're no one in this kitchen. You have to pay me for all the things that I'm teaching you and stuff like that. And I think, why is he telling me that those things? And it's like I don't know, just saw people with a lot of arrogance and not cockiness, but arrogance, a lot of ego. And you know what? I was at home when I quit the job, and I was lying down on the couch, and my body was just feeling like, you know what? I don't want to keep doing this. I just want to get the fuck out of there. And I listen to my own body, I listen to my own instinct, and I'm glad that I made that decision to just get the fuck out of there. And yeah, that's what I did. Uh, but it was an amazing experience that has taught me many things. Um, Everything has to be clean, everything has to be put in a certain way, has to be done in a certain way. My station has to be in order. Those were the first thing that I learned. And also when I was cutting the bread, I was doing it in a certain way. It was wrong most of the time. You say, yeah, cutting the bread, yeah, cutting the bread, and he will get like upset, and I will say, okay, chef. He was telling me, you always say, okay, yes, you're right, chef, but you have to do it properly, okay? And that taught me how much I was bullshitting myself in my life, because sometimes I was telling to myself to do certain things, but I was not doing it. Like, I said like I was gonna do like 2 videos a week for this YouTube channel, but I didn't do it. So, and in other aspects of my life, and I said, this is how I'm bullshitting myself in my life, and that's not okay. And at the same time, to set healthy boundaries. I've learned that pretty quickly, and that's what I've been doing for a while. Because there was also another um, my colleague, um, that, I don't know, I was arrogant. Again, it's not about cockiness, it's about being arrogant. And he was always like act like he knew better than me, because I mean, of course, he knew better than me. He's been he's been doing this job for 5 6 years. He was already working on other Michelin star restaurants. But I don't know, it just was arrogant. It's like, you have to do this. It was acting like in a way that it was very arrogant, and I didn't like that at all. And that's it. That's why I quit, and that's my first time that I say I don't like the environment over here. And yeah, those are the things that I've learned, and also that it requires a lot of discipline to get where they are. And I feel really grateful for what I experienced, even though, I mean, it wasn't what I wanted to expect. But like, also, I mean, on the part of the chef, there was a lot of ego. It was very arrogant. It was correct in most of the things he said. I mean, I'm talking about in terms of constructive criticism. It was right about that, but there were some times where it just was, some things he said, some things he did that were over the line, and I didn't like that. But that's okay. I mean, you can find those people in every kind of environment. Also, if you're doing jobs, of an office job or any other job, and the most important thing is to walk away from this kind of environment. And I think um, um, I made a great decision about that, because I was recognizing, like, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it to be in that kind of environment. It's not going to help me, achieve my goals, my reach my full potential. And that's what I decided to just move on from it. And that's it. So now I'm jobless. I need to find another job, and I don't know what kind of path I'm going to take right now. Uh, and just I think it's better to see what kind of just to listen to myself, listen to what I want, because I don't have clear of on the kind of things that I wanna do, in regards to the job, of course. um, and find out what job do I want to do, and why. That is the most important things. But also at the same time, like Alex Hormozy said in his last video about passion. Yeah, you can have a passion, like, just it's the first time that I really follow my passion in a job, with food, working in a restaurant. But then you have to suffer from it. But but I didn't want to suffer. I didn't want to suffer like being humiliated in that kind of job. I don't think it was. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's healthy, and just toxic environment. And there was another colleague that told me it was the nicest guy. I think I worked really well with him. I think it's only the only person that I really like working with. Unfortunately, it was next to me. You know, our station was close, and he told me, you know, all the kitchens are that way. So I was like, ah, nice to know. But yeah, so I don't know what kind of path that I'm going to take. I think it's better to just listen to myself, write down some of the things that I like, because passion, it means something you have to suffer for it, and I'm not going to suffer for being in that kind of environment that way. I don't know if it's gonna be the end of my of me working in a restaurant. No, if I'm gonna work in a restaurant anymore. But it's better to find out, to listen to myself, just to sit down and listen to myself, and let's see what's gonna come out. And let's see what happens. So thank you so much for watching it, and if you have any kind of question, just ask me you know, in the comments, just to let you know that I'm gonna make another video, as I promised a few months ago. I think it's already been like 2 months since I posted the last video. I just wanna remind you that if you want to subscribe to the channel, just do it, and just like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.